to the rush and I want it to last. I'm gonna reach through to the other side. And when I get through, I know I feel more alive.
What's going on, guys? Showing you some of the training leading up to this upcoming meet, February 18th. It's a USPA meet. It's quite interesting getting ready for a meet, but not fully peaking for it. Still 100% focused on the US Open in San Diego on April 15th. So just kind of doing a lot of basic volume building through a strength block. So just sticking with 70 to 85% for 4s, 5s, 6s, sometimes triples, sometimes singles, just to make sure that I'm getting the heavier weight in my hands and on my back to do some of these lifts, so that whenever I go to the meet in February, that I'm still able to kind of hit the numbers that I want to hit. And I'm not expecting much. I just want to go in there and try to go for a 9 for 9 day, build up some confidence going into Gracie's meet. Then after that, I will throw on some wraps and start pushing hard for Gracie's meet, and it should be a pretty good transition, considering I always kind of peak my squats and knee sleeves before I go into wraps. So it'll be a fairly smooth transition based on how I normally train for meets. So I think it'll work out really well. If not, it's a learning experience and we'll move from there. So just to build off the last video I made about the mini cut and everything, it's a lot of people have been asking, where do you go from there once you get done with the mini cut? And for me, I'm not the biggest fan of going straight back to higher calories. I like to work it back up, not so much slowly, but in a very timely and methodical manner. So for me personally, what I did was I bumped up my calories 500 for the week right after the mini cut, and added in one cheat meal because it was right around the holidays. And then from there, just kind of monitored everything. If I weighed myself on Monday, and by next Monday, even with the cheat meal, if I was down in weight, then I raised up 500 calories more. And I've been doing that for about a month to 5 weeks now. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm right around 4,000 calories. So really happy with where I'm at calorie wise. Still kind of dropping weight. I'm up to 240 on some days, and then some days 235. Just kind of depends on what's going on. If there was a cheat meal involved or a free meal, etc., etc. So the whole point of reverse dieting and having a free meal in there is to make sure that you don't go off the deep end and get done with the diet and start going straight into eating junk. For me, it's you put in the work, you get down to low levels of body fat, and your body's primed to grow and take in as many nutrients as possible. So don't negate that by having a weak willpower. And it's hard, trust me, it's very, very hard to go from dieting to trying to add weight and not think about eating out and eating junk and stuff like that. It's been a bit of a struggle for myself, but I've been able to maintain a decent level of leanness while adding 15 pounds. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to keep pushing the calories, try to get them up to 5,000 to 6,000, and just see where that puts me. Like I said, I'm 240, so I'm well below the actual weight class. For me, at least, I'd like to be up to 260, 255, 260. I feel like that's where I'm strongest. So I'm going to keep pushing calories to that point and see how everything goes. The biggest thing for me is just, I know this is going to sound weird, but it's just kind of getting my waist bigger. For some reason, I have a small waist, and whenever I diet, it gets a little bit smaller. So I really need to focus on filling that up as much as possible so I can have a better base, especially for my wide stance squats. Bigger waist helps that out a lot. So when I add the calories in, what I'm doing is putting most of them in the form of protein and carbs during this first 4 to 6 week phase of the reverse diet to get me up to back to maintenance level. I still haven't reached it yet at 4,000, so I'm going to keep pushing to where I'm not losing weight at my weigh-ins. And from there, up the protein about 1 ounce per meal, so that that's roughly 7 to 8 grams of protein depending on the protein source. And I've added in over 150 to 200 grams of carbs, and I put that pretty much all throughout the intra workout and post workout meal. And that's really helped me kind of push these workouts really hard, stay relatively lean, and gain weight while going through this phase. So that's kind of one of the biggest things that you want to do during a reverse diet, is to, when you're adding in the calories, is to add them in the places that are the most important. And another good thing to do is to add them into the places where you feel like you're the most likely to be hungry and want to cheat on your diet. So typically that's for everyone, that's right before bed. So what I did was I added in a little bit more protein, and I added in a good chunk of extra fats. And I usually do like a casein protein, casein whey kind of pudding thing. Tastes pretty good, like a dessert, so that kind of gives me something to look forward to every night. So that would be the biggest thing to do, is kind of set your meals up to where you're the most hungry, most likely to cheat, to have a meal that you really look forward to eating, and that'll help kind of keep you on track. And then also, I feel like when you add in the calories pre, intra, and post workout, you can get away with adding in a lot more at one period of time and still maintain pretty good body composition. I feel like once you start adding calories in away from those meals is when you can start getting a little bit fatter, but that'll definitely be with time if you're doing everything right. And then kind of building upon that is what I'll go into in another video, is kind of when to call it quits on the bulk, and what are some good signs to kind of tell you to maybe stay in a maintenance phase or to diet back down. It really just depends on where you're at body composition wise. But during the reverse diet, the whole goal for me is to get back up to 255, 260 and be significantly leaner than I was before. And I think that that's definitely doable if I can stay on track with what I have going on. Like I said, I have the same struggles you guys do, so trying to find meals that I look forward to eating, trying to find ways to get past the hunger and get past the my cravings and everything it's been tough, but it's been doable. I'm just gonna keep working towards that, and just doing the best I can with eliminating those meals and building up my calories, because the whole point of a good reverse diet is to be able to build up your calories and kind of remain leaner. And if you can build up those calories to where you were before at a leaner body weight, then next time you diet, you'll have more calories to diet off of, and you should be at a leaner start position. Does that mean that you're going to get to you're going to be able to diet on lower calories and get better results? Everyone's different. Some people always have to get down to a lower calorie count to get the results that they need, whether they build up their calories or not. Some people can build them up and their body maintains really well and they're able to diet on higher calories. I think the people that can get away with that are the ones that maintain the body weight for a really long time. So once you get to, like, for me, once I get 255, 260, if I can maintain that for a good 6 to 8 months, then I think my body will get used to that weight and have a new set point. So when I do start dieting, I'll be able to diet off of more calories and get leaner off of more calories than I've done previously. So I think that's the biggest thing, is people will diet, gain weight, and then go back into a diet without having the chance to maintain that and recreate your body set point. So just a few things to think about whenever you guys get done with your mini cut and you want to start bulking up. And I recommend reverse dieting methodically, keep carbs around the workout, add in meals that you like, and go from there. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, guys, take care.